Everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, back with another episode of Settlement Survival. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today, and happy holidays to everybody out there. I hope you have some fun plans coming up here in the next couple days, because for me it's Christmas time and we're doing some family stuff, so it'll be good time to spend with my parents and everything. So that's coming up here next week, so that'll be fun. In this episode, we are going to be working on some quarry stuff, a little bit of warehouse stuff, and I want to get the carving workshop going as well. And there was also a post on Steam, some news that the roadmap just got published. So if you haven't seen that yet, go check that out. They have it set up to, I believe it was October of 2022, what they're going to do. So lots of good stuff on the way, and that's very exciting to me as somebody who makes content for this game, because it keeps it fresh, it keeps it exciting, so it's gonna be good. So let's get into this. I wanted to show you guys right away, we got all of our original houses up to luxury houses, and I definitely wanted to get a couple of upgrades in here. We had a ship come by that had 10 kittens in it, and right now we have 20 total kittens, so that's great. So I wanted to put some kittens in these houses. It takes 2 each, so that's only 10 houses that are going to be getting kittens, but we're gonna put some in. I'm gonna not go through all of the houses and put that in, because that's kind of boring to watch me just click things into the houses, but we'll get a couple set up. And I'm thinking of, well, we can't do any water closets and we can't do luxurious bed yet because we don't have either of those things, but we can go indestructible. Now, if you haven't noticed yet, I did turn off disasters, and I kind of feel cheesy about that, you know. But somebody, when I asked about it a couple episodes ago, somebody brought up a good point. They said it just kind of wastes time, and that's true. It does. You know, I'm rebuilding the same things that we've already built. There's really no benefit to having the disasters. It's a little bit of a challenge, and I like a challenge, of course, but So what I'm trying to get at is the indestructible luxury homes is kind of pointless currently because I have the disasters turned off, but I'm still producing the building kits, and I still think you know what I want to know? I want to know about this is if we have these structural strengthening. So this says it will not be damaged. So I'm wondering if eventually, if you had all your buildings with these, if you wouldn't have to have a repair shop. So that's what I'm going to say we're going to do. We're going to put in a couple of these, but I do still have repair shops out and about in the town because there's other buildings around that I can't put in with structural strengthening. So I won't be able to test that for a little while yet, but we'll do this for now. And I don't want every house to have the same things. Like, I want to check out these luxurious beds and the toilets and whatever. These custom furnitures are cool too. Extra happiness, but they're a little bit ways down the road. But anyways, we got enough kittens in here now for now too. And we'll just let that go. So I want to upgrade the luxury house a little bit, get the kittens in there, get the stress level lowered a little bit, and then let's start getting into some technology stuff. So we're up to 4 points already. And we're gonna go into a mining, and so in the last episode we got our mining down into the deep mines, so they are infinite. They will never run out, so that's great. I want to do that with our quarries as well in this episode, so we're gonna grab the 2 techs that are going to allow us to do that. This is I think it's called a deep quarry. Yeah, deep quarry. So deep mine, deep quarry, both infinite, both amazing. So that's what we're gonna start with now. We did have 2 deep mines get completed, so there's one here. And then we have one over here, and they're both running iron right now. And I have a third and a fourth, I think, that are being upgraded. So we got this one here being upgraded to deep mine, waiting on lanterns. It's a process to make those, and they come from far away. And this one's not a deep mine, and this one right here. So we got a couple that are going to be deep mines, and a couple that just need workers in it. And when we had low workers at the end of the last episode, we're up to 28 now. We have some more immigrants on the way. We're going to grab those guys for sure, and we are absolutely going to be upgrading both of these quarries. Both of these quarries are empty right now, so they're useless. They're sitting here. Let's upgrade these. We're going to go deep quarry, and we're going to go deep quarry. So again, lanterns low. And I was wondering about fats. So you guys had some good ideas about the pastures. So right now I'm using 7x7 pastures with 1 worker in them, and this guy doesn't make fats. Well, yeah, the butcher makes fats, right? So I'm wondering if we put in more workers in the butchers and make pastures bigger, if we will be producing more fats. Ooh, looks like this guy doesn't even have any workers. Put that in there. Okay, so let's grab our immigrants. That's this building. and 20 immigrants. That'll be great. Don't have to worry about diseases. It's amazing. So what I want to do is I want to put in a pasture that is a little bit bigger. I do want to get corrals, but it's a ways out and it's not my highest priority. So somebody else suggested as well to do a video and see if we could find like the ideal size of the pasture. So 20 by 20 is the biggest we can get. And they said in Banished, and if you don't know, this game is inspired from Banished, that if you had a bigger pasture, you have more animals, they reproduce faster, you get more things more quickly. And that makes sense to me. So we're gonna do a little bit bigger pasture. You know what we should do? Let's double the size of it. So I said we have 7 by 7. Let's go 14 by 14, and we'll just see what we can do. We'll have a third person in this butcher, see how much that makes a difference. And we'll do a bigger pasture here. And then we will go with, what do we need? We got some leather there, leather there. What are we doing on furs? 8,000 furs. Okay, so we'll do buffalo or cattle in here. And then we'll just play with some numbers and we'll see what we can find out. Probably not a whole lot yet. I think I might do that video of just testing the corrals, and then maybe we could even test the pastures as well. Or flip that around. Test the pastures and maybe corrals as well. So we'll do that eventually. I'm gonna have to plan that one out. That's gonna take me a while to do that, but that might be something we end up doing eventually. So we'll get that working. And that's got these guys going. So yeah, that's in need for lanterns, which needs lamp oil, which needs fat. So there we go. So if we can get more fat incoming, we can get more lanterns eventually. So we'll do that. Like, I don't think I have any reserves. Yeah, 41. That's not really enough reserves for that. Glass bottles we're doing great with. Lamp oil, not so much. So definitely gonna need that going as well. So do we have a butcher over here? I think we did. I know we did, actually, because how else are we getting this fat from? I thought it was all together. Yeah, here we go. Let's throw one more person in here. We got 8 buffalo meat, and that's pretty good. So we'll have that getting converted into chunks of meat. 700, that's pretty good. But no fats, yeah. So that's what's happening there. Oh, that was really quick. Okay, so we have 4 people working in there. So I don't think this is gonna be enough. So since we have 1 person working in there, I'm gonna double this up to 2, and then we're gonna also be using, let's just use buffalo. So that can be up to 17. So double the size. It goes from 5 to 17. Doesn't really make sense, but sure. So we can divide this here and divide this here, and that's gonna take, oops, yeah, no, that's right. It's gonna take a while for that to get up to speed as far as quantity of buffalo there. So we'll just let it go, and we'll go back to that later, as I was mentioning. Whew. So we got our quarries working. Again, lanterns. Okay. So, you know, I was looking at all of our glorious warehouse, well, not warehouses. Well, yeah, warehouses, open warehouses, and they are getting full. And this is still the first tier of storage that we have around town. We have not upgraded storage at all. So I think it's high time that we upgrade some storage. So let's go into the warehouse. I'm only going to grab the first tier of warehouses for now, I think. And let's get a couple put in. So one of the hard parts is going to be finding the space for these things. But what we can do eventually is turn these off, these warehouses off, and they won't accept anything more. And then the goods are going to go to the warehouses. I don't think I can I empty these, or can I just say I don't want any more things? Yeah, so I can't empty them, but I can say I don't want any more things. So it's gonna take a long time for that to happen, but that's okay. It's not a huge deal if we have warehouse stuff and things going on. So we've got small warehouses and regular warehouses, and yeah, like I said, so this is gonna be hard to find spots for all this stuff. So we aren't really using these trees anymore over here. So I'm gonna plop a couple in here, and you know, we're just gonna have to go around, I think, and just squeak these in like anywhere we can. I don't really feel like you can have too many warehouses. I go kind of crazy with everything in this game, but I really don't think that warehouses hurt. So I like stockpiles of stuff. I have been trying to limit my production of things a little bit more in this playthrough, just because of the extreme difficulty, and I feel like I'm doing a pretty decent job, but I still go crazy with, especially when I get a bunch of workers and just throw in tons of stuff everywhere. So yeah, I'm just gonna sprinkle these guys around town. You know, we don't need them. We need a ton of them. Well, we might need a ton of them, I guess. I'm not really sure what our storage is going to look like. We'll put one more down here, and we'll do one more across the river for this little area right there. Okay, So that's gonna take nothing crazy. There's timber, stone, and iron ore. Like I said, it's a tier 1 upgrade, so it's nothing crazy. So we do have town hall guide that is moving on out. Accidental death rate minus 50%. That could be good. Oh, or we get wheat seeds. Now that would be something great to get. So let's grab those wheat seeds. I also wanted to show you something else that I picked up. There was a merchant ship that came past, and I know that looks like a horse, but it's a donkey. So I'll show you right here. If you go I, we got a donkey. So the donkeys have to be in the corrals. You can't put them in pastures. We tried that in the last playthrough. We know that that's the case. So we'll have to get down to that eventually. But now that we have those wheat seeds, we might consider grabbing, must be production, processing, grabbing the mill, because then we can start to get flours, and this guy gets us malt, if I believe. Yeah, wheat into malt and grain into flour. So that could be good. We could do that as well. I was thinking about also grabbing the, under trade, the carving workshop, because this is kind of cool. Processes iron, timber, or gold dust into and jade into statues for trading. So these are good. They just give you silver coins eventually once your citizens buy them or the caravans buy them. So I think we're going to grab this carving workshop, and then we can get a little bit of that set up. And since we have the possibility to make lamp oil, I guess, not a whole lot coming in, but we have the possibility to make it, we'll be able to build this after a little while. So I think we're going to grab that, and we can put that guy in as well. So let's see, that's probably going to be under treasure. Hey, here we go, carving workshop. I'm getting kind of good at this game. You'd hope so after this much time, huh? So let's do that right there, because we are close to our iron, and we're really close to timber. Yeah, we are. We're good. So yeah, we'll put that there, and I think I'll stick one more. Well, maybe we'll go over here. We'll just plop this guy like there. We're kind of getting in a little bit of our gathering station. We might need to move that out into more of this space over here, where we have all these huge trees. But we aren't really hurting too badly on food. We're doing pretty great on food, so we'll just hold off for that. These cemeteries aren't quite cutting it anymore. I filled them up pretty quick. I just replaced both of these, and it's already at 65. So that's getting pretty full pretty darn quickly. So we also got ourselves some paper in the last episode. That's this guy right here. No reserves. I'm not really sure if the these guys, the research institutes, yes, they are using them. Okay, so whenever you get paper, whenever I get paper, they're just going right into here and getting used up pretty quickly. So that's fine. But what we want to do is put in a couple more paper mills so that we can make books. So that was kind of what I was thinking we go into next, is a book. But I don't really think that there's a point with it right now because of our paper shortage. So I'm really thinking we go into that mill. Let's grab the mill, I think, and then we can start to make grain and malt. We'll get into that a little bit. So let's do that. And I'm going to drag a road up a little bit further this way. And I think there's a water mill. That would make sense. So we'll go take a road out this way as well. And let's go ahead and we'll grab, yep, there's water mill. The water mill, but are we near a field? We need a field to make use of this. So we can do that over here as well, I guess. It doesn't matter too much. And we'll stick this guy about right there. And we'll get our little water mill started. And I also want to get paper, I was saying. So paper mill, okay, right here. And so we can do another one of these guys. We'll plop that right on our road here. And let's do another one because of the such high demand that we have going on with the all the research institutes we have. And then we can upgrade into books eventually. So we'll get this mill started, and then, like we said, we have wheat, so that means we're going to be needing some more plantations to grow that wheat. So we'll need a road to sneak up in here. Can we flip this? That's not gonna work. So we'll sneak a road in right there, and let's do a couple of these things. Do two, and we'll put in a road right in betwixt this, and there we go. We can use that, and we can grind up some wheat, and then eventually we can get into the bread workshop, which is kind of neat. It requires flour, jams. I think it was apples. I think that's what we had. Yeah, we got apple and cherry trees. So that's how you can make jam. But in order to get into the jam, we're going to need to be getting to some sugar refining. And we absolutely could do that. It looks like we're getting pretty close to another tech point. So maybe we go into the sugar refineries and then we can start getting some jam and some sugar. And that would be a good idea, I think. So we start working on a little bit more better food, and a little bit better food helps with our happiness. And it's just awesome because we're advancing. It's great. Overlooking at our resources overall, we are all green currently. But I feel like we're kind of low in clothing, mostly. Iron is low as well, as far as our stock goes for it. We could just see if we have another deep mine that is completed. Look at that. There we go. So we can get that guy going as well. Let's do a quick toggle, see if we have any empty ones. Doesn't look like it, so we're doing great there. This guy could be upgraded, it looks like, so we'll do that. Deep mine. And let's see, this guy is producing iron ore. Oh, that guy's nearly gone too. So let's put those 5 people that were in this mine, and we'll put them making coal over here, and we'll get some coal from that little group. And then over here in our little area that we were processing last episode, I was looking at this. So we got cotton, remember? So we're doing great with cotton, bare cotton, 7,500. That's pretty good. But we weren't doing so great with cotton cloth to enable us to make bandages. So we're at 305. That's not bad. So I think we should be able to go. Let's put this at 500. Let's kick this up. We'll turn this on. We can start getting bandages. And you know, I'm gonna put this up to 2,000. I don't feel like we can have too many bandages, and we'll do that. And then in a little bit, once we get some bandages, oh, we're gonna need some more spirits too, it looks like. Then we can get some medicinal alcohol. So I think we should get another agave tequila farm for spirits, because I don't think we have enough. Yeah, only 31. So that's falling a little bit behind now. I mean, I'm not surprised. Well, I am surprised that it lasted this long, just being it's the only thing that's supporting our distillery processes. I think we're going to put in another winery right here because we are close to that malt and the wheat. We can do other things in this area. So we'll do one for the spirits. We're going to make one of these for wheat. We'll make one of these for agave tequila. You know, maybe let's put in even one more, and we'll just make this little processing area just some good spirits and stuff. So we'll put this guy to be wheat seeds. Just wait a minute. And then this guy, the water mill, is going to take our wheat and burn it and crush it down into flour. And then they will be able to make some bread stuff and things with that after a little bit here. So we got 2 more of our paper mills up and running. Oops, I didn't mean to turn that off. And then we'll do timber, and we'll do timber. And this guy has 2. I mean, we have 18 workers, so I'm gonna just slow down a little bit here. And we want this to be agave tequila. And I'm gonna not do anything in this 3rd one yet. We'll get it built, get it set up like we have been doing, and then we'll be prepped for when we are ready to get that started. So this guy's kind of useless for the time being because there's no wheat to process. But what it could do over here though is add in a little warehouse. Maybe can we sneak this guy in here? Oh, so close. All right, let's go. Let's put it over here. And maybe I could, like, I was hoping that I could put a road in between here, but I guess I didn't quite make that. And we do have one right here as well. So this should be plenty of storage space. You know what we could do? I'm gonna do this. This is not the most efficient thing I've ever done. It's just to loop it around there. Some other storage space to go to. All right, so we got our carving workshop done over here. We got Mia working it. So we have a couple of options here. We got timber, iron ore, gold sand, and jade. So we don't have gold sand or jade yet, but we do have timber and iron ore. So we're going to be getting into the iron ore carving workshop thingy doodler iron statue guys. So there we go. That'll be awesome once that gets working. And we have our deep quarry completed. So it looks just like the deep mine. Same thing, infinite stone and 5 workers, and that's great. So that's working. We still do have 77 citizens that want new houses. That's a lot. So even though we've been doing the upgrades, I guess that's not new houses. So we'll have to do that. And this is management terms, so we must have another person, and we do. We can get 8 new citizens or logistical proficiency +1. I'm gonna go with the citizens because we're down to 15. And you know, let's see, what do we have for radiuses here on all of our markets? Can we sneak any other new housing spots in? I don't think so. I think we're pretty jam-packed here. Could do a couple in here. Let's do the couple in there. Let's go luxury houses, of course, since that's gonna be our new jam. Like that. Can I fit one here? Oh yeah. And then I'm just gonna do a couple down the road here, and we'll just go to the corner as close as we can. And there we go. That'll work. Can I do one more here on the turn? Perfect. Okay. A couple more houses to put in. That'll be good. And okay, we're paused over here. That's great. Okay, so this is done. We're gonna turn this off. Bring us to 24 workers. In our winery, we want agave tequila, which is gonna be you. Yep. And then this thing was going to be. I could do beer, but we had tons of beer already. So maybe we just hold off and... Oh, we're gonna do spirits. That's right. Oh, I did that already. So I should hold off and... Oh, we could make medicinal liquor or whiskey here. Let's go medicinal liquor. I think that's a good idea. And we'll put not 2 workers in there yet. We do medicinal liquor here, that'll be good. And we could even put in a nursery for that. So we have the medicinal herbs being grown locally, I guess. I want to knock this road out here so I can fit it a little bit closer. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in another little housing area up in here. So this is the map border already. We've already expanded that far. And this can be another little housing area, and then it will be helping these this little industrial spot that we have going. It'll be like 2 cities sharing the industrial space. So yeah, that'll be cool once we can get that working. All right, so we have our one more tech point. And what we could do, I was talking about getting books. Now, can't imagine our paper has gotten up that much higher this quickly. Since we have 25 people, let's go like this, and we'll go like this. I'm wondering about our water production. Because of all that demand now, it's going to be needing so much more. Oh, so we must have hit a new population milestone. Construction material consumption -10 or proficiency +1. Do construction material cheaper. Okay, so yeah, so that green is getting smaller and smaller. So we definitely want to get our reservoir rolling here. We'll do that. Okay, and then we can keep that going. Okay, so now our tools and our clothing are all red. So I think what we should do for sure is let's get another marketplace going up over here, and then we can start producing some more of that stuff as well. And get that right there. And we can't put in our houses, of course, yet, because we have to wait until this thing gets built up. Just wait up just a second. We could start putting in some of that the other buildings that are required for our little town here. I don't think we have anything close enough to share. A bathhouse, yeah, not quite gonna reach there. So let's do another little spot. I'm gonna need all the standard things. Church, you know, it's kind of redundant, but it's what you need. Can I sneak a road up in between this? Oh yeah, look at that, nice. And then I kind of want to go this way, and maybe I can store some of these bigger radius things. Like that church was huge. We can go like this. Oh, that might work. That's pretty close. That's almost to the edge. But I'd like to go all the way to the edge. So let's go about right there. That'll work. Theater, how big are you? Not quite. Yeah, that's not working as smoothly as I wanted it to. So we'll just sneak this guy right about here. We're gonna need a road on that. Oh, I don't want a clinic, I want a hospital. And yeah, it just looks like nothing is gonna quite fit over there, unfortunately. We'll just have to take up this space. We'll do that. Bathhouse. Yeah. And we'll go like this. Oh, that'll work nicely like that. Okay. And then police station, of course, for extra happiness. Oh, that curve fits perfectly right there. And we'll throw in a school as well. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. But as this gets built up, then we can start doing some more production things over on this side. So while we're thinking about it, maybe we go into some more plantations. We could do some flax over here. We could do... I wonder if we have a... Can we work a mine somewhere in here? If we can get a deep mine up here and get some Oh, perfect. Look at that right there. And get some iron going. We could start making iron tools. And we're gonna need a weaver, of course. So many things though that we need for just another living space, I guess. Okay, so we definitely won't have enough workers for all these buildings that we're throwing in here, but it'll be a work in progress. So we need this to be the priority, and it is already done, which is great. Getting a little ahead of myself there, putting 2 people in a marketplace that is serving no houses. So, okay, look, back down over here. So we got our nursery working, so let's get our herb seeds. So that's ready to roll. This is already at cap. That was so quick. Wow. Okay, 2 points now. So let's get into that. We were gonna do sugar, weren't we? Yeah, we need the sugar because you need the sugar and butter and all that other stuff for the bread workshop. So we'll do sugar first, get that working, and in our new little area we can do that. So this is going to take malt, so we can do this guy about right there, and we'll put another one there. Probably won't use that right away, but we'll put it there anyways. Where do we have a road here? Don't. So I'm gonna have to snake a road back up here, which is just fine, and I'm gonna make a space for it right there. So our jam workshop here, obviously we have our orchard right here, or grove, whatever it is, and then these can be utilized, and we'll do like this, and we'll do like this, and connect it over here. Oh, okay, great. Lots of good stuff going on. We are already down to 7 workers, unfortunately. So again, we are serving no people here, so there's no point in having anything operating yet, but we definitely will. Ooh, we have a batch of immigrants on the way, which is gonna be great. So we could just put in a couple more houses over here. 1, 2. Whoops, I went too far over. Get rid of you. 1, 2. Share the road. There we go. Not enough, definitely not enough, but it's a good start. So there we go, there we have it. So we got all sorts of fun things done in this episode, and I am gonna try and make the episodes a little bit longer. So we had, I've had multiple people ask and say that they wish that the episodes were a little bit longer, so that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm kind of limited with my time in the evening, that's why my videos have been the length that they are, but I'm gonna make a little bit more of an effort, and on the weekends and stuff I'm gonna try and make a little bit longer videos as well. So thank you for your support, I really appreciate it. It's pretty amazing, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you on the next episode of Settlement Survival, and I hope you have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night.